Welcome to Kyle's Light Novels. This time we'll be doing a review of Seirei Gensouki Spirit Chronicles Volume 1. Please leave a like and subscribe for more content. This volume starts off with the protagonist Haruto dying in an accident. He is then reincarnated in the body of Ryo, who would have died from his fever. Ryo works for a group of thugs because it's the only way he is able to survive. He discovers a girl who the thugs recently kidnapped as it was part of their job. He is approached by a group of girls who are looking for the second princess, as she was missing. Her older sister was among the group. At the time, he was unaware that the girl that the thugs had kidnapped was the second princess. He encounters a man trying to kill the princess. This very man had easily killed the thugs. Ryo somehow defeated this man. He is taken to the palace for questioning in regard of the second princess's kidnapping. While there, he is tortured by a knight to make him confess to a crime of kidnapping the second princess, which he had nothing to do with. He is later enrolled in the Royal Academy for saving the second princess. While at the academy, he is looked down on by his fellow classmates for being an orphan and a commoner. He is taught how to read and write the basic stuff by his professor, Celia, who was also one of the girls who had approached him when they were looking for the second princess. As he's never learned how to read and write, as he was just an orphan, he had no one to teach him. His years at the academy were good, with his only friend being his teacher, Celia. It's hinted that Celia might have feelings for Ryo due to how much time they spent together. He defeats Charles in the night tournament, the same knight that had tortured him when he came to the palace for questioning. Ryo isn't able to use magic, however he can use Odi, a type of mystical power. It is called spiritual arts. Demi-humans and those from his homeland can use spiritual arts. Ryo saves the second princess, Flora, yet again, this time from a monster, as they were not at the academy due to them doing a lesson to gain field experience. After he is accused for knocking the second princess off the cliff by his fellow classmates, he runs away. He intends to travel to his mother's homeland. Before starting his travel, he stocks up on supplies. It's while he was stocking up on supplies that he meets Lizarte. Her family runs the store that Ryo is getting his supplies from. While traveling, he encounters a demi-human, a werbeast, who was ordered to kill him, but he was able to defeat her. The werbeast was just like him, a reincarnation. In her past life, she was known as Endo Sushini, and she had met Ryo's past self. They were both in the same accident. They travel together for some time until Ryo is confronted by some other demi-humans, Sarah, Orphea, Ariel, and Alma. They believe that he was responsible for kidnapping their people and attacked him. Ryo meets her elder of the demi-humans. She apologized for what her fellow people did to him. The elder was a werbeast. He also met the other two elders, an elf and a dwarf, as well as a dryad, a spirit. He is told by Dryad that he has a spirit sleeping inside him. It's also explained the reason why he can't use magic is because he can use spiritual arts. No one person can use both magic and spirit arts. He begins learning how to use spiritual arts, as he is only self-taught, as he had requested someone to teach him. He spent some time in the demi-human village. Many of the girls in the village develop a crush on him, mainly Sarah and Orphea. He has got a lot stronger since he arrived in the demi-human village, to the point that he could defeat a dragon on his own. Dominic, the dwarf elder, is Alma's grandfather. We learn from him that the village allows polygamy. Ryo is given some equipment before he departs the village. I love this volume, and Dominic was one funny elder. I will be reading more of this series.